When I was in York, Pennsylvania, I stayed at the Homewood Suites by Hilton. This was one of the few 3-star options from a major hotel chain that not only had suite-style rooms with mini kitchenettes, but also a pool since I am a lap swimmer. In this particular video though, I'll just be going over the single king bedroom suite that I stayed in. Firstly, before we dive right in, it's worth noting that housekeeping is only every 5 days. If you do need something more frequent, you do have to let the front desk know. Also, because of the weird hotel layout, it's kind of more like a U shape with the lobby area separated from the pool with the courtyard in the middle, and you will not be able to get in through the pool entrance after 10 p.m. Also say if you don't want to walk a lot to get to your room, you probably want to pick a room under 10. To enter your room, you can either use your digital key card or a physical key card. But when I first tried it with the digital key, I was having a lot of issues. I had to call the front desk and they resetted the key for me, but it was still not working. So I ultimately had to go with the old-fashioned physical key to get into my room. For privacy, you do have the regular digital deadbolt lock in addition to the physical door stopper, so if you wanted to open the door or peek, you can do so, but there's also still a peephole right here in the center of the door, right above the emergency evacuation plan. The door tag for privacy is hanging over here towards the right. Then towards the left here is a full-length body mirror, and then this room does have the option to have a connecting door. So if you had to book another room, you could choose to have them next to each other. Now moving over to the kitchen space, I'm actually quite surprised at how much they provide here. It's not a full kitchen, but it does come with quite a few like tableware, bowls, glasses, cups, even a roll of paper towel. There are 2 outlets available to plug in any additional appliances. It has okay workspace because of the very small but somewhat deep kitchen sink. It does have a stopper there in the corner, and it does have a garbage disposal. The switch is right here at the wall, and even a drying cloth despite not having any kind of dish detergent, but you do have a full-size dishwasher. And your coffee machine can be found right here at the countertop, right next to a little bit of an assortment of various coffee, decaf, as well as tea, black tea and chamomile with some creamers and condiments. You have 2 single electric burners over there, which really won't get very hot very fast, and you can see just the size of it. It's not really suitable for large pots. And underneath that, no oven, but rather it's a cupboard filled with quite a few kitchen tools, including 4 sets of flatware, measuring spoons, can and bottle openers on top of some pot holders, some cooking utensils, and then that blackboard underneath the tableware is your cutting board. No knives though, so you have to bring your own. In the back there are a few measuring cups, some various different size containers or ramekins. On the bottom there's a medium-sized pot, maybe by 5.5 quarts, plus a lid, and then you have a decent-sized saucepan and a metal colander. The only other appliance remaining would be this microwave, which is full-sized, and just above that in the cupboards is a toaster. Then over here, you do have a full-size refrigerator, and on the freezer section, it basically says that it seems like they can pick up groceries for you, or you can sign up for Grubhub. It seems like they have a $0 delivery fee for the hotel. And here is a look at the freezer section, has an ice bucket. And then the bottom refrigerator section, again, very roomy. There's also 2 crisper drawers on the bottom and 1 in the middle, and you can fully control the temperature of this fridge. And now here's where you could potentially have some variability, even though it's still a 1 king suite. So for example, this one you can see has no wall between the living room and the bed, whereas this one it does, and you can see that the dining table placement is actually closer to the kitchen area. I prefer this layout definitely versus the open one design, but it's kind of your luck of the draw which one you end up getting. But either living rooms will have a small trash can by the sofa and a standing floor lamp in the corner. And then in this particular layout, it actually has a standalone HVAC system here by the window, not controlled by the thermostat that's on the wall. But in the room layout with the dividing wall between the living room and the bedroom, the AC is controlled by the wall thermostat, and the air comes out through the vents in the wall here. But continue on the living room tour. For both of them, they do have this kind of pull-out table or ottoman footrest, I guess. Over here towards the left wall next to the thermostat, you can control the ceiling fan and lights, which is present in both room layouts. Just that light switch location is then moved to the wall behind the TV of the wall partitioned room. And on the dining table, even though the location might be different, there should still be the same side lamp, which contains a few outlets. And then on the wall, there's also additional outlets, including USB ports and USB-A and USB-C sizes. Potentially also on the dining table is the hotel phone. And then the dining table does come with 2 chairs like so. Then here's the TV on top of a dresser. It's on the side here in the open layout, but you actually get 2 TVs, one for the living room and one facing the bed in the other layout. If you're a Hilton Honors member with some status, it will have your name on there. It's a basic TV with a quick access to Netflix. Now here's your moment of truth, the remote check. Yep, pretty greasy on the back, probably like never cleaned. In terms of the dresser storage, you have 2 pull-out drawers, and then you have 2 open block spaces. But then we move over to the sleeping area. Here is the king size bed. As usual, I am always checking for bed bugs before I pack in. In another hotel I stayed in, I actually did have some bed bug issues. But in this case, I do see that the mattresses are actually fully covered in plastic, which is a good sign. But while I was peeling back the covers, I did notice a little stain right here. But overall, I didn't have any kind of skin conditions after sleeping in this room. As for the 2 nightstands surrounding it, it does have the lights, which are operated by switch, and they have a couple outlets on them. And then underneath, there are additional outlets, including a full USB-A and USB-C port. And down here is a bucket type drawer. Similar story on the other end here, except that it also has an additional phone. Same number of outlets, and the drawer down here is completely empty. Overall, I had a relatively pleasant stay. Bed was totally fine. It's definitely the typical hotel firmer side, but that's what I prefer. Bathroom area is just over here, close to the bedroom, and it's the same for either layouts. The sink is outside of the shower and toilet area. You have outlets and the light switch on the left, a pretty widespread countertop, and large backlit mirror. Housekeeping is mostly by request, but if you're staying longer than 5 days, they should automatically do housekeeping for you. But you find on the countertop a box of tissues plus makeup remover there in the corner and some bar soap. But just above that on the wall, you'll still find some liquid hand soap plus body lotion, and there is a night light plugged into the wall and several sets of hand towels or face towels. There's quite a bit of storage space underneath with these pull-out drawers and an open cubby space, one of which contains the hair dryer. And then over here on the wall partition is the light switch for this area. And before we get to the toilets, there's actually the closet, which is kind of in a non-desirable spot since it's right there in near the bathroom area. But you'll find the ironing board and iron here, plus several coat hangers. And if you want them to do your laundry for you, there's a sheet for that. But honestly, there is a place where you can do your own laundry. I'll show that in the separate hotel tour video I'm going to do, so make sure you subscribe if you aren't already. But then you'll find some extra sheets, comforters, pillows over there on top of the luggage holder, which again was in a location that was hard to get to, so I really wish that this closet was located in a better spot. But moving on to the toilet and shower area, which has a lockable door, and the light switch is right here. The shower I have, at least in this particular layout, is a stand walk-in shower head up top. No handle. I assume the accessibility ones will have the handle, but you can see there's several places to put your toiletries or soap, and mounted towards the back wall is your shower gel, conditioner, and shampoo in non-removable large bottles. Shower mat is hanging right here on the sliding door handle. Another poor design choice in my opinion is this single hook on the wall, which is right above the small trash can. Definitely do wish there were more hooks to hang your clothes or used towels. of which you can see there are 3 body towels there in the slots, an additional set of face or hand towels, and an extra roll of toilet paper. And if you wonder where the toilet paper are, they're right behind the door. Last things to point out is just the safeties. You got your typical sprinkler, smoke detector, smoke alarm mounted towards the ceiling, and then the window view, depending of course on what floor you get, will just generally overlook another part of the hotel, maybe some trees or the parking lot. Because the hotel is not near a serious major road, it's not very noisy at all at night. Altogether, I've stayed at this hotel twice on business trips, and I haven't had any issues falling asleep here. I'm definitely not blown away. There's definitely obvious signs of dirtiness. There's even some leftover tissue scrap on the countertops and places where I touch and I know it's never been cleaned. Plus, in the first room that I stayed in, there was obvious damage to the headboard, and then there was also a lot of issues with the toilet whose stopper wasn't properly holding in the water. I even called the maintenance people and they didn't fix the issue properly, so I had to go and physically put my hand in the tank to adjust the stopper every time I flushed. Plus the digital key issue from the second time I came here. And while I wish a lot of the design choices of the layout of the room, especially that closet location, could have been different, it's definitely not a deal breaker. I do have to say the highlight of this hotel is definitely the kitchenette. I think if you're out here long term and you want to save some money on food, this is a great option for you. But again, I'll be doing a whole separate video on the hotel amenities, so definitely get subscribed if you are interested in seeing that. Thanks for watching.